Okay. Show me.
Hi there, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the DutchRC channel for a short, I hope, short little tooltip video this time. What you are looking at now are two helping hands, and I'm sure you've seen these before. They provide a third hand, so to speak, to hold on to your electronics while you're soldering up wires to them. And yeah, so that's very nice, of course, but to me these things are a constant source of frustration. Especially this one. This was the first one I had, and yeah, and even this one is a slightly better one, but even this one, you can imagine that sometimes you have to apply a bit of pressure. For instance, if you want to solder up battery leads, and there's in most cases you can't screw them down hard enough, so there's no play. As you can see, there is play in this this hand, and especially in this one. If you apply a bit of pressure, it'll just topple on over. Yay, great. Then you have these very small little screws, and yeah, you basically have to bust out a pair of pliers to screw those down, to apply enough pressure to get those to grip on down on this, what should I call these crocodile plier things. Before you know it, you are wasting more time on your tool rather than they help you. This one over here has a slightly bigger base, as you can see, so this one won't topple on over as quickly as this one. This one really is a waste of time. And neither of these came with these black tips on the grips, on the hands, so to speak. I've added that for more grip and to protect the electronics. It's just shrink wrap that you'd use on your wires, right? Yeah, so, but I wasn't happy with neither of these, so I came across this. Now, what kind of monstrosity is this? Yes, it is a Realacc. It's mentioned in different names on different sites, but it is basically the same thing. It is a helping hand. This one, though, as you can see, has 6 arms, and they can be moved all over the place. Every little segment you see here is a joint. So very flexible, but there is a good amount of friction in them, so they don't move by just touching them, if you know what I mean. Besides that, you can grip onto your electronics not only with 2 hands like this, there, but if that doesn't provide enough stability, you can add 2 more arms, or even 6 arms. Now, to that I have to add something. One of the arms actually has this little fan provided onto it. So that's nice. It doesn't blow, by the way, it sucks air. And the idea is that the fumes that come off of the soldering job you are doing, those fumes are not very healthy for you. So with this little fan, that toxic air gets sucked away from you. And it's powered by a little USB connector. So a power bank, for instance, or maybe you have your computer nearby. So it's a 5-volt fan. So that's nice. Now if you think you don't need that, you can, it's held on with 2 zip ties. So you just clip those off, and then you have an extra, a 6th helping hand. So quite thoughtful, and maybe you can use this fan for other purposes if you don't want it on your helping hand. And as you've noticed, all these grips, hands, which whatever you want to call them, also come with this isolation on them to protect your electronics, and yeah, it comes this way stock, so very much appreciated. And the last thing I should of course show you is a comparison of the base. This is the larger one of my old helping hands, and as you can see, this base is far bigger. It's also a bit thicker. It's a lot heavier than this base, so this thing is very stable. Maybe if you bring these arms on forward a lot and press down on them, yeah, you can move the base this way, but you don't have to. You can line them up over here, for instance. This way they'll be mostly over the base. You can move them further back. Very flexible system, this. So yes, I am very happy. I've used this helping hand for about a week now. Far better than the helping hands I've used before. So again, I am very happy with this helping hand. Now there is another option. If for any reason you find these arms to be too short, you can buy these arms separately. And again, these segments are all separate pieces. So you could buy, for instance, 2 extra arms and add one arm in between one of these arms. So you can have, maybe you want to put LED lights on the back 2 arms and have them shine on to your work. That might actually be something I will do. So yeah, you can simply, they are pretty stiff and it's not easy to get them apart, but you can just apply a good amount of force and you can rip them apart, and at that point you can add a new segment to these arms. Yeah, I'm gonna order up 2 extra arms and put some LEDs on them. That'd be nice. Okay, so that's my tool tip for today. Hope you got something out of it. If you have any questions, hit me up a comment down below over there. Thank you very much for watching and hope to catch you on the next video. Bye bye.